Hey, what's up, FLP? Yeah, I know I'm a little late. I couldn't get to the computer fast enough. I was working on something outside. Yeah, but here I am. Awesome. Hey, Frank, I wear a large. You're welcome. I'm going to try to hold off here till a couple more people get in, and we'll go from there. Hey, Nina, how you doing? Yeah, I was out playing around with routes today after work. Found some pretty nice and seldom traveled back roads. So yeah, so I can pretty much cut from one route to another. So what's everybody else been up to? Or anybody want to talk about anything tonight? Kind of like this is one of my. I don't really have a subject tonight. Oh, I know that feeling, Nina. I totally understand that feeling. I'm thinking I was going to start around noon, so nobody's in a real big rush to get there. Awesome. Yeah, but that's a good thing to talk about because I did want to bring that up. Is the meet and greet? I got the shelter already. Um, um, and I sent um BWL or Backwoods Law. No, actually, I think I sent it to T Bear, and I think I sent it to you um with the map telling you what shelter it's in. Yeah, thank you. There, my car died in front of my car died. Front end fell apart. Rolling trans TV joint cost more than fixing it's worth. Oh, I've been there before. That's never fun. Yeah, the Dart wasn't too bad. It's just had a ton of miles on it. But I had a Honda Civic that happened with. I blew both CV joints at the same time. I wasn't gonna go ahead and just get them fixed. Oh, we'd love to have you if you can make it, Nina. Hmm. Well, it is September 22nd. Maybe, just maybe, one of those hospitals in Ohio will want you to come up. If you can get up to Ohio, depending on what hospital it is in Ohio, it's actually really close to where that's at. Just an idea, anyway. I've been there before too, Frank. That's never fun either. Either walking or riding a bike. Okay, Nina, just tossing an idea out anyway. Hmm. Yeah, but there's another guy at Kentucky Prepper. I'm going to be sending him some information on that, as well as a couple other people, probably tonight in the next couple days. Timo's another one. Timo definitely wants to come up, so I'll be sending him the information on that too, and go from there. Is it just me, or is Timo just a cool dude? I love that dude, man. He's just cool. Oh, exactly. He's just cool as heck. And I don't think you can probably find anybody more down to earth than he is either. Being very honest about himself. Hey, Chrissy, seen you earlier. How you doing, backwards law? Yeah, just let you guys know, Chrissy, she's one of the people I deliver to. In fact, she's my last stop of the day if I have her stop. Right, Chrissy? Oh, but yeah, she is cool as heck. Um, always makes me laugh. Always puts a smile on my face. So, and I think her husband's probably watching too. So everybody say hi and hey, what's up, Seven? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Chris. Yeah, Chrissy. I think I told you about. Maybe I didn't, but I'm having a get together on September 22nd. So I'll give next time I come down. I'll give you and Allison the information on it. What's up, Mickey? Oh, I do that all the time, backwoods, all the time. Like 3D is one I do that to all the time. So it comes out pound D. I'm like, ooh, that didn't work. No, hopefully by September 2nd, some of this heat and humidity will get out of here. What was it outside today? Like with humidity index and everything else, like 94, 95 degrees today. Uh, Not fun. Yeah, that's about right. Like down in Pittsburgh, every time I got out of the truck to deliver on the blacktop, felt like I was getting out of the truck into a frying pan. Yeah, the cooler. Oh, 97 feels like 102. No, no, that's kind of funny. Me and my dad one time went fishing up in Quebec. Now you think up in Quebec it'd be cooler up there, especially up at Lake the Kins, which is it's just across the border of Quebec, but it's kind of like north, and you're going over the border this way from one. I can't remember, but it's like it's kind of north in there. They're not you're about a couple 300 miles from maybe the Arctic Circle, but you're a lot closer there than you are in Pennsylvania. See, I'm looking forward to that backwoods. I'm actually looking forward to that. I love that weather now. When I was younger, I never did. But back to Quebec, I think the coolest day we had up there is when it rained. It was about 86 degrees in the rain. Down here, it never broke above 75 degrees all week. The rest of the time up there, it was sunny, and I think the coolest day was about 105. I'm like, wait, how can it be 105 in Quebec and only 73 in Pennsylvania? That don't make sense. Well, that kind of messes with my head a little bit. That's actually supposed to. Oh, see, I would have, if I had the option to stay in all day seven, I would have. You wouldn't have to twist my arm. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The fair's in town. Well, for me, the fair's in town this week too. So I'll probably be going there tomorrow after work and maybe one other day. Oh, oh, that's just brutal. That's just brutal going the other way. Ugh. And that was 65 to 80 degrees Celsius. So imagine what that'd be in Fahrenheit. Ugh. Ugh. Also, one thing nice about them diesels, you get a big enough tank and you can keep fuel at it. You can just leave the thing running almost indefinitely. That's what we used to do with the until we got back. That's what we used to do with the Isuzus. Because we used to take the the key once we finished our deliveries. We used to separate. We used to take not shut off once we got done with the last delivery. They did not get shut off till we got back and got in the shop. Oh yeah, 350 gallons. That'll do you. But it's probably amazing once you got turned around from up there and started headed south. It's probably amazing how quickly it warmed up though too. I'm taking you one up there in the middle of the winter. That's a good boy. I know the one time I was driving one of those Isuzus. I think it was one of the newer automatics too. Hey, Rescue Boss, what's up, buddy? Hey, don't worry, I was late too, so no big deal. And we got a new monkey wrench. But I was driving that around and it actually warmed up about 20, 30 degrees. It's only about 20 degrees outside. Oh, okay. Hey, Pepper Madness, what's up, buddy? Yes, I'm going to send you some stuff here right after chat here, Rescue Boss. I got a map and I got a time. It's going to start about noon on September the 22nd at Moraine State Park. Yeah, I did hear something about that, Frank. Hey, what's up, High Desert Pioneer? Yeah, I heard. Well, see, I heard stuff about England and Germany. The third, I didn't hear about Sweden, but I heard about France. France is just like at it. They just want to toss them all out, and that's all those refugees coming over from the Middle East, correct? Yes, I missed the last couple. Well, the last couple from High Desert Pioneer, but the last couple, yeah, it's been on the weekday, and I've been in the truck every time it starts. Okay, yeah, in a way, with having a ride to an Eastern Bloc, I'm not surprised about that. Yeah, see, I have to look into Sweden. I haven't heard too much about that because I know Germany's up in arms. I know France is up in arms. I know England's up in arms. I mean, and I'd hate to say it, is like a lot of their cities are turning into. I won't say a lot of their cities, but where they're protesting a lot of this at. Um, they're turning into Detroit because Detroit's pretty much taken over by them now too. I have no idea other than foreign invaders. Exactly. Exactly. And yeah, and then people wonder why we don't want to just walk right in here without getting at least vetted. It's like at least toss we can find the troublemakers before they get in. See, that's the other problem. That's the other problem. In fact, you haven't heard anything from Greece. I bet you Greece has a major problem with them too. And Brexit ain't going to help it too much either. I can imagine. And usually, where those well, Cyprus is overrun, and that's where a lot of them are going because they would hit the water. That'd be the first place they hit. And Spain's always been bad. Hell, Spain's been bad since before the conquest. When they took over Spain way back when. What's up, Boar Dog? See, that's one thing a lot of people don't realize is a lot of people say that we started this because of the conquest. Well, the conquest was in response to them taking over Spain. Hey, Backwards, can you do me a favor? What's up, Will? Tell T Bear as soon as I'm done my live stream, I'll shoot her an email, okay? Yeah, she was asking about the pavilion, so I was just gonna shoot her one back. So, oh, sweet, there you go. Hey, Purple, there you are. Oh, I do have something for you to FLP. I'm not going to be in on Friday, so I'm going to try to find. Well, maybe we can find somebody here right now. Anybody want to do um, the after show for Prepper X on Friday? Because I'm not going to be here. I got another photography job at night, so. That happens to me, and I do have the notification turns on. That usually tells me about 10 minutes after the fact. I just know to wait for it. Oh, it should be. I'm doing another barrel race, and it's one of those things. Is the lady that I'm doing the photography work for? When I first started photography, at not at her barrel races, but at the barrel races on the weekends, like Saturday and Sunday, this lady went out of her way to help me out. So, and she's starting her own barrel race series on her own place. So it's kind of like the same type of deal. I'm reciprocating that. I mean, I belong to this community. I belong to a barrel racing community. So it is like inside that community. So we're helping each other out there. So I'll have to get around her husband first. Oh no, when she first started barrel races, what's kind of funny, when she first started these barrel races a couple months ago, her husband's the one who was like, "Well, we have Aaron come up here. He only works like down in Lawrence County. He only has to come up one county instead of because he's already up here." So it was actually her husband's idea to have me come up and do the photography. So okay. Plus with the barrel races, I know most all those people already. Actually, it's not too bad. They start at 7 o'clock at night. Rescue Friday night. The Friday night bar starts 7 o'clock at night and goes to about 11 o'clock. So you get out. You kind of start out in the heat of the day, and it gets cooler as you go. Hey, Virginia Prepper, how you doing, buddy? Or ma'am? Ah, why don't you say, "Hey, VP"? So I mean, it's not that bad of a deal. Plus, I get free food. Free food's good. There you go. But when I get Saturday, when I get home from the fair, that's the last night of the fair around here. When I get home from the fair, I'll probably watch the Friday night podcast and go from there. Yeah, um, Backwoods and T Bear probably know what fair I'm talking about. The Big Knob Fair's this week. It actually started tonight, but I came here instead, so I'm probably gonna go tomorrow night and probably one other night. Yeah, the fair, the Big Knob Fair. That's one. My club is kind of in it. Don't know for how much longer, but the club's kind of in it. So I want to go help out the club and talk to a couple of my buddies there and go see what's going on. And plus, it's free to get in. Oh, it sounds good at FLP. I do the same thing. I get that. Be the Bills on post. Yeah, in fact, I got a couple to upload. I'll probably upload those tomorrow. Now you lost me on that one. PVS 14s. Lost me on that one. Ah, gotcha. Gotcha. Now check this out. This has nothing to do with world politics or anything, but for the fair that I go to, well, the local fair, for 50 some years on Saturday morning, they would have an antique tractor pull. This year, they're not having an antique tractor pull in lieu of having a horse pull that nobody really wanted in the first place. So I think the fair just shot themselves in the foot. They weren't doing that good to begin with. So we'll see what happens. It may end up being big. It may not. I don't know. But they just by pulling a move like that, they kind of ain't doing themselves any favors. Oh, so do I. Um, they didn't have them last year, but the reason they didn't have them last year is they got rained out. Oh, not at all. Not at all. Um, even the rednecks pull horses too, but a lot of people that come to that tractor pull just to say they won that pool, or they try to win that pool. It's like it's kind of like this side of the county is bragging rights. It's kind of like winning. If you ever been to Portersville for T Bear and Backwoods Law, it's kind of like winning King of the Mountain up at Portersville. You don't get any money. Actually, they hope they don't clean up the track. They hope that kind of gets underneath the sled. It kind of lubes the sled up a little bit. Then on Memorial Day, I'll probably be out at Canfield Fair Memorial Day during the day anyway. Then them draft horses, the big piles. I've cleaned up yet after those guys too. Whoa. Hey Oda. Yeah, Labor Day be the first Monday in September. That's also the last day of the Canfield Fair, so I'll probably be out there too with the camera. Oh yeah, and then we'll see the 22nd, the day September the 22nd, the day of the get together, the meet and greet. That's the last Saturday of my vacation. My vacation starts the Friday before that when I punch out. Because when I punch out, the phone goes off. Well, I should say I'm probably going to start screening my calls until I go back the Monday after the meet and greet. Yeah, because I get 2 vacations a year. Oh, yes, it will. Definitely will. I get 2 vacations a year. My first vacation this year, nothing like getting woken up about quarter after 5 in the mornings, getting screamed at. Why are you late? I'm like, do you even look at the vacation calendar? Seriously, you need to look at the vacation calendar. And the supervisor finally went over, looked at it, goes, "Oh, the boss messed up again. Sorry." Yeah, well, it's going to be a great vacation. But the thing I actually was going to do in this vacation, I decided to call it off. I am going to take a couple days, maybe 1 or 2 days, maybe do like an overnight hike, just to get out for a while. Oh, sweet, sweet. But as I was telling you guys, I called off the 5 day hike. And it wasn't because of food or water, it's because there's like a 30-mile stretch that you really have nowhere to sleep. You're just sleeping in somebody's backyard or somebody's front yard because about at least about 17, 18 miles of that stretch is along the road. It's a road section. No, it's just at 17, 18 miles. I would do that. I would try to plan it out that the day before I hit that road section, I'm as close to that road section as I could get, and that's where I camp in the woods there. And then hit the road section because I had it planned out for about 12 miles a day. You do about 18 miles of road section, but when you finally get off the road, it skirts people's backyards on both sides. So I'm like, well, that's no good either. North Country Trail War Dog. This is coming out of well, it starts in Moraine. At this point, oh yeah. Oh, please bring Odin. Yeah, because I was going to start up in Jennings Environmental and go from like the first 2 or 3 days. The first day was Oh, I hear you, FLB. Zeus kind of acts that way too, but he kind of warms up to people after a while. That's why he's staying at home. But the first dad is going to go from Jennings to the hiking shelter in Moraine. Then the second dad is going to go from the hiking shelter in Moraine to probably about halfway through McConnell's Mill. That would give me a fair distance down. Whatchamacallit, Slippery Rock Gorge Trail. Then after you leave Slippery Rock Gorge Trail, that's when you go out and you hit that road section. And like Slippery Rock Gorge Trail comes out by Hell's Hollow, but it's like 18 miles of road section after that before you go back in the woods, and you're either in somebody's backyard or I'm like, ugh. See, that's one thing about Zeus. He acts like he's not a people dog, but it'll eventually warm up to people. But you say boo to him too loud, he's gone. He's a wuss. Kind of funny for a pit mix to be like that, but he's an absolute wuss. I love him that way. Welcome back, Nina. Yeah, but the only thing you really miss is we were talking about um, the refugees over in Europe and me going on vacation and to get together a little bit. Oh, I hear you backwoods. But that's cool. That's good. That dog's gonna make sure his pack stays safe 100% of the time. Yeah, that's what Zeus is doing right now. He got up long enough when I started this. He got up long enough to make about 2 laps around his bed and just kind of flop back over again. But yeah, like I was telling people to bring for the meet and greet, just bring your own drinks with you, whatever you want to drink. Um, the only thing I ask is you don't bring alcohol since it's a state park, but I think most people already kind of realize that anyway. Hi, Josh. Oh, he's on the cigarette machine. See, that's actually something I need to quit doing. I actually need to get you come on up, bring Josh and Spicy with you. We can have ourselves a full blown hoot nanny, or that'd be a shindig. No, I think a hoot nanny. Oh, jeez. Hey, I'm not saying nothing about Folger's face because I have rock star face in the morning. So I wish. It's just water, sir. Never mind the fire coming off the top of it. It'll be okay. Move along. Maybe I could try Jedi mind tricks with them. This is not the beverage you're looking for. This is not the beverage you're looking for. Oh, I know Nina. Oh, I mean T Bear. Duh. Just a little kick. Just a little. Hey, buddy. Yeah, Zeus says hi. He's right there. Hey, Mike, what's up? Actually, here's a little fact for you guys. You guys probably love this. I don't drink. I should say I don't drink much. I think this year I could count on one hand the amount of alcoholic beverages I had. I mean, I really have to be in the mood and be home to have one. That's just the way I am. And I think the reason I'm like that is because I was one who always had to stay sober anyway, so I had to take care of all the drunks. I'm like, I don't want to end up like that. That's well, see, I'll have that's part of the I think like 4 or 5 drinks I've had. I've had like 2 glasses of wine, 2 beers, and one Smirnoff Ice. I think something like that. Oh, what's it for, Mike? Like a plantar fasciitis type of deal, or Zeus? What are you doing? You got your ball. Well, bring your ball over here. Hey, Savage. Yeah, there's some people call me a wuss, but I'm just like, well, let me see. I'm a driver. I'm protecting my license. And I know I'm not going to get in trouble if I do it this way. So, what's the problem? There we go. I thought I was going to have to pull west and go get Zeus's ball here. He brings me a ball, I throw it for me, and just watches it. What the heck? Well, get the ball. Get the ball. Big monkey. Oop, there it is. Oh, that's not the first. That's not the first time I've seen that inside joke. We have. There's a lady I know on Facebook. That's what we call her. We call her. No, we call the one lady Cobra Commander, and her friend is the Baroness from GI Joe. It's just funny. Hey, what's up, Brian? And the thing about it, both of them are good looking too. I'm just like, I don't know how she got Cobra Commander. She doesn't sound like Cobra Commander. She doesn't look like Cobra Commander, but everybody calls her Cobra Commander. So I'm like, hey, run with it. Please move along. Nothing to see here. Move along. Okay, he gave up on the ball already. Yeah, because when I came home, he wanted to go out and play. It was just too blasted hot. I'd probably get about one, maybe two throws out of him, and he'd be like kind of half trot back to the house, like it's too hot out here. I know my dog well. He does funny things like that. It's just like he's like, I want to go outside. He goes outside, says, I want to play. He's like, I'll play in the air conditioning. Bye. Exactly, Nina. Exactly. He's like, I changed my mind. I'll just go back in the AC. Let me just do my business, go back to the AC. Have a nice day. Well, in the Arctic, it was about 95 degrees. A lot of places I was delivering. So, oh, tell me about it. It's humid here, too. Well, I hope that all goes well, Frank. Now, if you don't mind me asking, other than for the antibiotic, what else they putting that port in for? Yeah, because hey, what's up, Jim? I was thinking about getting my I don't have a recurve. I have an old Bear Whitetail 2 Cambo. I was thinking about pulling that up. I'm like sitting there, like after work, I'm like, I was sitting in an air conditioning truck with the sun beating in on me, just sitting there sweating like a pig. I'm like, no, 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 no. Yeah, I'm thinking about when I do get the bow out, though, is I have a couple places I could shoot at. I have a ring behind the house that I could get some definite measurements off of, like where I set the target up. I could shoot long ways across and diagonal, and like even the diagonals, I got flats on where I'd stand and where I'd be shooting to. So, oh, I hear you, Frank. Oh, I hear you there. And see, when you said having a port put in, I was thinking chemotherapy, but that's because for the chemo, my mother had a port put in when she was going in for breast cancer. They just put the port in just to make things a lot just easier, just to get everything in and out. But she's been cancer free now for about 5 years. So, ugh. The needle fairy. Backwoods law, the needle fairy. because you're gonna laugh at this, T-Bird, because every time somebody says that, I just picture this big guy with wings on his back, flying through the air, dum 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 dum, and he got this big 14 gauge needle that's about this long. He uses it like a wand. Bing, bing, bing. Yeah, I got you backwoods. Yeah, see, there's a couple people I would probably trust him with a needle, but there's a couple other people that I want them getting more close to me with the needle. And believe it or not, one of those people that I trust with the needle is my dentist. Oh, that sounds good, Jim. Well, talking about those drinks, though, one thing I have not had in a very, very, very long time, and I'm going to see if I can find some. Ooh, I've done that already before too, Frank. That can get brutal. I just, in fact, the last time I went to the dentist, I just had him numbing up, and he had to walk away for somebody to come back out. I'm holding a tooth in my hand. I'm like, thanks, just made my life a little bit easier. Yeah, but getting back to what I was saying, I haven't had some good hard cider for a long time. There was a place where we used to keep before we built our barn. There's a place we used to keep our horses at, and he had a big vat of hard cider that he'd been working on over the years, and would always freshen it up. Oh, 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 oh. He had some hard cider in there. He had some hard cider in that barn that was actually more powerful than moonshine, man. But that stuff was so smooth and so tasty going down. After about the first couple, two, three sips, you won't remember your name for about a day. But oh, that stuff was it was smoother than whiskey. I love that stuff. Yeah, as I said, you have about three or four sips of that, man. You don't even know you don't know where you are, you don't know your name, or you're just kind of sitting there just in la la land. Oh, it was the best stuff ever. And good cider, um, to the people who are close in Portsville, their fall show, they press and pasteurize cider on site. And some of that stuff on site is just the fresher you get the cider, the better it is. And the stuff that you get there, they only sell it when it's cold, but the way that they do it is it gets cold in about a half an hour. So, but the stuff you're getting when it's cold it moves so fast, and when it's finally cold, that's when they sell it. It's only about a half hour old. Like I will get like one of them little quart things. I'll get like a half gallon, and the half gallon goes home with me. The quart gets drunk on site. Oh, that stuff is so good. That fresh squeeze stuff is so good. Oh, there you go, Frank. I've had some old whiskey too. Some old mellow stuff. But talking about alcohol, I need to give me some Everclear 151. What's up, Blue? Oh, but I didn't even see you sneak in. I'm sorry, everybody. Yeah, but that Everclear 151 is for making tinctures. I found a couple, 2, 3 different tinctures I want to try making, so I'm thinking the 151 should be strong enough to do that. Plus, the Everclear 151, depending on where you go, it's got you kind of cheap too. Oh, Nina, it's if you could have freshly squeezed cider. Welcome back, Will. Oh, it's actually it could almost be a bucket list item because it just tastes so good. And one thing I have at Canfield Fair, they have they don't not only have apple cider there, they have cherry cider, and cherry cider is almost as good as apple cider. Yeah, that Everclear for making those tinctures though, I figured I'd get the cheap stuff and try it with that. If it doesn't work with the cheap stuff, I know not to get the expensive stuff and try again. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Jim's right. I mean, there is. Well, was that Jello tinctures and what were we talking about a couple nights ago? Jello tinctures and tincture shots, right? Yeah, somebody, my mom heard me say Jello tinctures. She says, "What are you gonna do with the Jello tinctures?" She says, "Well, what you do is you bounce it on your arm. And you get so much of a headache with bouncing on your arm where it hurts on your arm that you forget about the pain in your arm because you got a headache." That's messed up. So you're allowed to go across the state line and get it and bring it back, but you can't buy it in Ohio. Hey, what's up, Gonzalo? So here's a question for you, Savage. When you buy it in Ohio, I mean, buy it in Indiana, and you turn around and start toward home, do you start playing eastbound and down? Well, Lou, you guys call it Purple Passion. Around here, we used to call it Purple Jesus. Oh, I got you, Savage. Hey, see you later, Rescue. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. Now I'm gonna be on for a couple more minutes myself, and then that'll be that. No, see, yeah, exactly. That's what you used to call it Purple Jesus. If you drank too much, you're pretty much over the porcelain bowl doing a technicolor yawn, screaming, "Oh Jesus! I can't believe I drank that much." Oh Jesus! Oh yeah. Oh, on Friday. Thank you, Will. I know FLP will greatly appreciate that. What are you talking about for tonight? Night, Frank. On Friday. Thank you, Will. Hey, Frank, tell Chandra that I'm gonna be shutting this one down here in about a minute or so. Tell Chandra I'll probably be in a little bit later. Okay. But we're at the top of the hour here. Well, top of my hour anyway. Exactly, Southern. But we're at the top of the hour here, so I think I'm gonna shut this down because Zeus is starting to look at me cross-eyed and back legs across. So I think he has to go outside. So I think I'm gonna call it there so I can get my little buddy taken care of. And I thank you all for coming. It means a lot to me, folks. Thank you very much. I appreciate all you guys coming in. And if you probably won't see me on Friday unless there's some kind of major storm going on. And Will says he's going to take care of Friday. So if there is an after show, if Will does the after show, I'll probably be there if I'm actually home on Friday after Prepper X, if I'm home. But y'all take care. I love you all. I'll see y'all later, all right? There it is.